So here's what I would say myself. Two different lines of thought. First of all, the problem right now with the black community is bifurcated. There's two different issues. The problem that is most on everyone's mind is the fact that many black people feel that they're targets, particularly of law enforcement and of other people, for violence, and they feel physically very unsafe. And they particularly tell us that they feel their kids are unsafe. I have been told that in the past by coworkers, and I didn't say that earlier when I was going over incidents in my own life. But back in the 1990s, two particular coworkers told me that when I was still working in Arlington before I went to Minneapolis. And then somebody who happened to be black got fired for performance reasons. And this was an unusual thing to happen in the workplace. It was around 1995, I think. And I took over his position and transferred internally to his position. And it's a long, complicated story, but I did that in order to position myself better so I would be doing work that was farther away from contact with the military officer line of business in the company I was working for, so there wouldn't be a conflict of interest with my books. And so there was a lawsuit, and I was deposed for the lawsuit because I was a white male who had taken over a position that a black person had before, and that was a big deal. And I can even remember one time being told I could pass, but they couldn't. Somebody even told me that one time. And the lawyers were dumbfounded that I had transferred for my own reason, for a political reason that had something to do with gays in the military, when the company served members of the military, which really made the situation very interesting. This was like 1996. So I've had my own twists and turns about this. But to get back to the problem, the issue right now is people feeling safe. The other issue is the economic issue, which is the economic inequality has been greatly exacerbated by, of course, the COVID case. I also wanted to just point something else out. The George Floyd incident in Minneapolis, and I lived in Minneapolis from 1997, where I did move after I published the book, to 2003, and they were very good years for me. But the incident in Kentucky with Breonna Taylor in March, where the police simply almost covered up what had happened, and now there's something going on. That to me sounds even more outrageous than the George Floyd incident. And the Floyd incident is very painful because I lived in Minneapolis for 6 years, and the area on Lake Street, I'm very familiar with it. Not very far away is Bryant Lake Bowl, where filmmakers meet, and I used to go to meetings there and everything. So yeah, this is very close to home. But Ford Fisher is a good news to share, whom I know very well. Actually, was one of the people who brought to light the issue that the police report was blank.